Alright, so we have the newest Dokkan Fest coming to the JP version of Dokkan, yes. This Kid Gohan and Piccolo exchange unit into Revive Kid Gohan. Now, just speaking about this Revive Kid Gohan specifically, he himself looks very, very insane. Like, him by himself probably is like best hero status. He's a very nasty character. 19k HP is pretty high. This character here does also look pretty good though. Compared to like usual characters, I feel like they like have been unbalanced. Like Super Trunks is like, really good in this transform state. But then his base state is like very weak, I'd argue. This Gohan's looking pretty good. So this build in the hidden potential system is 20 additional 20 great. Okay, even out right there. This Gohan and Piccolo look quite good. So starting off at the start of turn, they have 300k defense. Wow, okay. There's a lot of support going on here, right? We're getting, actually, I brought the SSR, funny enough. They actually do give 30% attack and defense support in one key to the category still, which is really good, because it's basically almost no difference. This unit gives 2 key and 30% attack and defense, so, still supporting 30% and then another 30%. So this character technically here, getting 90%, getting everything active except for Fierce Battle with the SSR. The SSR seems like they're okay too, right? So that's really interesting. So how this character does actually work is this character does get damage reduction of 40% when they receive an attack in the first or second slot. Again, I don't know if that activates or deactivates mid-turn or anything like that. We'll see as we get more playtests with the unit. But this character, they get 100% attack and defense on super attack. Then they have a 1-turn attack and defense rate. So just by their super attack passive, like in their passive, the 100%, that's usually up to 630k. Then they get another 30%, and they have 40% damage reduction. They're supporting. That's a lot going on there. So what are they looking like offensively? 9.7 million. Again, this tons of support. Now keep in mind, we're also getting actually their defense might be higher because what happens is when they're in the third slot, they actually do give 1 key and 30% support for all allies for 3 turns, which is a lot. That's a lot of support to give. So that really did help this unit out, and that's gonna be it's gonna be a much stronger, I feel like, situation than we'll usually see from this character, right? In terms of their offensive and defensive stats, right? But that's still obviously really, really good. I brought the Goku here. Goku is actually important for them in terms of their passive. And we'll talk about that later once we actually get more and more into it. But I'll probably be floating the Gohan and Piccolo. I think, yeah, I'll float the SSR Gohan and Piccolo. I will try not to keep them on rotation as much because I would rather, most people aren't going to have the SSR with the Gohan and Piccolo rainbow level like that, right? This is just to get a good sight of how this character is looking like right here, which is going to be pretty cool. Now, we'll see. Kid Gohan just finished things off here. Cool. We'll talk about the Goku portion later, but basically this character is a glorified, really strong support unit. So, let's say links here. We lose Gaze of Respect, Demonic Waves, and Infighter, which Gaze of Respect does give 10% attack and defense. Demonic Waves gives another 10% attack and defense. And Infighter, it's 10% attack. Demonic Waves, you can get that with AGO Kid Gohan and stuff like that. Like, these characters all suck. So, I feel like, unless you're running that SSR, you're not going to see the links. But you can see a difference, right? 276k. And then if we do this, right, we would be able to see that it is 315k. So, again, usually it's going to be like this. But still, let's say 30% support on rotation. Well, we're getting this character's offloading support too, but I guess that does definitely matter. You could argue, like, you could run this unit as a floating support in some events, and their defense, even after they super attack, would it be okay? Like on this turn, they get okay, so this basically doubles and they get 30% on top of that. So they're going to be at, like, what, 540k, then another 30%. They're over like 650k defense if they're in slot 3, right? But in slot 1 and 2 they have 40% reduction. Now that's obviously after they super attack. 270k with 40% reduction, is that's definitely not enough to like double digit tank fusions and monster normals, I'm assuming, but that is a pretty good defensive stat overall. So they're hitting an 8 million attack stat right there, huh? Okay, that damage is like fine for them being a support unit, right? Again, they're supporting Bannermaster Disciple or Saint Saga. what's it called? Key 1 and, no, Key 2 and 30% stats, which is pretty good. Now, they also actually get more attack if you're on lower HP, which is something that we haven't really seen. We're going to get super attacked here. Maybe we'll fall under the 50% threshold, or just 70% threshold. No, but we're losing HP. So we want to fall under 70% HP to get the revive skill off, which I should be able to do, right? Like with this version Z Goku, you should be able to take a lot of damage. Like if we do this, we could definitely take a lot of damage with this version Z Goku right here. So we'll just grab that here. We'll keep this unit here. Then now we could see... Oh, wait. I'm going to heal a little. Dang, I didn't grab the orbs the way I should have. Dang, okay. But he should still take... Yeah, okay. He's taking a lot of damage there. Perfect. Now we fall under 70%. And actually, yeah, falling under 70% is really good. Okay. You know, this is working out so far. This is working out pretty well. All right. Okay. So now we fall under 70% here. And you can see they have the revival skill. So what happens is when you fall under 70% HP... As long as any character in your rotation dies, what happens is you'll get the revive skill basically. And if you get the revive skill off, you can you exchange it to Gohan basically and you come back with 70% HP. I'm not sure how often we're gonna get that. I'll put this Piccolo on slot 1 actually. Right here, these guys are gonna get 50% support here. Now they don't get the reduction though, which obviously will make it easier for them to be able to revive. Offensively, they should be looking stronger as well, because they're getting a lot of extra attack here. But I mean, we'll see. Again, version Z Goku. Maybe it'll be the other Goku. No, the other Gohan and Piccolo that revive. Obviously, you can only revive once, and unfortunately, if you're running this unit as a leader, you have to keep in mind that the other one, how do I explain it? The other Gohan and Piccolo will not be able to revive. You can only have one revive off with the Gohan and Piccolo, so that's very, very important to consider. This future Gohan, if we get supered, he won't take damage. But if we see a super attack in slot 1 version Z Goku, again, at this point, we could revive with any character, pretty much, right? We just have to make sure we stay under that threshold. Like, we could revive in this turn with this character. In fact, I could put this Gohan and Piccolo in slot 1, and they'll take a lot of damage. Maybe we'll try something like that. Obviously, if we get the revive off, I'll play the animation. This could be good, like, you know, with all these links active. Interesting. Okay, we'll see. We still have the ability to revive on this turn. We're under 70%, right? I believe so. Imagine I die here. I'm pretty sure we're under 70%. I think so. Okay. Now we should get the revive animation right here. Alright, that's a really good animation by the way. The OST is pretty sick too. Okay, then what happens is we also do, basically, how do I explain it? Once that happens, we actually do go ahead and, again, we don't see the Gohan to the turn after, but we do get 70% HP healing. So if you are running double Gohan or Piccolo, you will get their, you know, healing back, which is really good. So there's going to be a rotation of them without support in their base form. 227k. We could actually get Gaze of Respect if we do this, can't we? Yeah, I realize there's no other Namekian for this guy, huh? That sucks. 247k, 43k, so yeah. Okay, solid defensively, just from what I'm seeing so far. I don't know if we're gonna end up killing this turn or not. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Oh, you know, I should have probably used the Kid Gohan's actives, so it's fine. So, once we transform into the Kid Gohan, he starts being really nasty, obviously, so... Actually, I realized I'm saying 30%, but no, it's a 50% raise, huh? So, like, if he's at 240k start of turn, that'll be 240k plus times 3, right? Essentially, it's how the math will end up working out. Yeah, I realized it's a 50% raise. My bad, not a 30% raise. Yeah, that means that at least on this turn, this unit after they super attack is 750k, with 40% reduction, and that's not even considering the fact that this unit, we're not getting support this turn with this character at all. There's like no support going on this rotation. That's really, really good. Okay. So now we have this obviously busted Kid Gohan here. So what happens is when you have a Goku on rotation with this Kid Gohan, he gets guaranteed dodge. The very first turn you see this Kid Gohan out, he's getting guaranteed dodge. You need to have Goku on the team. But as long as there's a Goku on the team, you have guaranteed dodge for the first turn. And then from the third turn onwards, you have a 50% chance to dodge. So right here, we're going to be looking really, really good here. And also on top of that, for the very first turn, this Kid Gohan, he gets, well, in general, he gets 100% attack and defense on super. Then another 100% if you're above 58% HP. So essentially, he gets 200% attack and defense on, no, 200% attack on super attack. But then he gets 100% defense on super. On top of that, for the very first turn, he gets 300% attack and defense on super attack, guaranteed crit, and then 12 Kisu guaranteed supers. That's a lot. So on this turn, he's essentially getting 400% defense on super attack, I guess, right? So if we take a look here at his stats, 300k, he's getting 400% defense on super, which that's just puts him to 1.2 million. And then he gets 100% defense on a super attack effect. So that just takes him to like 2.4 million defense on this turn, which he's getting a lot of support, to be fair. And he has a lot of these links active, but that's really high. That's pretty nasty, because the 4 times 300k times 4, right? And then that's another 100% multiplicative. Okay, well, Kid Gohan's cooking, and here's the dodge. Guaranteed dodge right here. Okay. And then he's doing a 27 million attacks that guarantee crit. This first turn of Kid Gohan is absolutely absurd. Goodness, man, that is disgusting. You know what I'm going to do here? I think I'm going to float this one off, and we'll get support again. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll float this one off. We'll get some support here. Why not, right? I think that'll be a good idea. Just getting this extra Gohan and Piccolo support, because again, when they're floated off rotation, they give key to all allies, right? It's, I believe, 3 key again? No, it's 1 key that they get to all allies, which is pretty sick, right? Just, no, not all allies, super class allies, yeah. Okay. But, like, there's so much about this unit's kit that I'm, like, going back and forth, because they're so just nasty. I am liking this unit quite a bit, honestly. Yeah, this is looking pretty good, honestly. Okay. Alright, oh, I didn't think Piccolo would actually finish this guy off, but he ended up doing that. Okay. So now we could get Fierce Battle here. We'll probably just keep, I mean, I can't put the SSR in the first slot. Would probably die, right? Probably. I don't want the LR to do too much damage, though. Would the SSR be okay with 20% reduction once they super? I don't even know. You know what? I want to get all these things. Okay, you know what? I don't think Carnival Kid Gohan will finish things off here. I don't think so. We'll see another attack. So now this first turn has passed. Again, he only gets the 100% attack and defense on super attack. So once he super attacks on this turn, he shoots up to, let's say, what is that? 560k defense. That's what this boy shoots up to, right? Yeah, 560k defense is what he shoots up to. Then he gets another 100% on a super attack effect, which doubles that 560k. So he's at 1.1 million defense, basically. Yeah, 1.12 or so. So yeah, that's a that's pretty good. That's a pretty nice defensive stat, right? 1.12 million, not bad at all. And then he has a high chance to dodge on top of that, because we have the Gokan rotation. He's still super effective against all types. After the first turn, he still gets that super effective. So that's pretty good, honestly. This Kid Gohan is pretty nasty. Okay. Wow. I think the biggest issue right here is Goku. We need a new, like, Saiyan Saga Goku that's really good. I mean, so 14 mil, super effective. He's giving 2 key to all super class allies as well. I mean, That looks really good. He's just a very nasty unit. And that first turn is just absolutely devastating. Like, 27 million guaranteed crit is absolutely disgusting. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, this character doesn't have like any intros or any active skills. It's just a revive. This is a very strong Dokkan Fest from what I'm seeing. Just initial glance, like, I'm feeling a lot better when I first used this guy than I felt about like Super Trunks or KO or, you know, Turles, right? This Gohan I'm feeling a lot better about. And the revive condition is not that difficult to get. Just 70% HP throughout the whole battle. There's no turn restrictions or anything like that. Alternatively, if you get to turn 7 and you haven't revived, you basically have a free revive. Because what happens is from the 7th turn, like, anyone could die in the rotation, and you still revive as long as this Gohan's on rotation. Like, or I guess the Gohan and Piccolo specifically. Looks good to me. Honestly, I like him so far. But again, this is like a kind of a juiced up situation for them. Once we get him in a game, we'll see more and more different variations. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.